Good afternoon folks, and welcome to my second ever PvE style video. This is the Operation 3 and this is a Master's Escape. This is going to be a sort of guide and showcase of how to escape the barracks on Masters. As always, for completing these escapes on Masters, we earn a couple of skins. We earn this unique Lancer skin and the Toxic Shotgun. I actually think they look pretty good, and it's another reason for you to maybe get into Escape or try it, because there are free skins available. If you're only interested in the actual Masters run, skip ahead to around the 7-minute mark. However, if you want to know the process of how we learnt how to escape this, stay tuned and I'll chat about Escape in general and some little things that might help you. So obviously when you go into this, you want some high level cards. You want to be at least level 13, that's when your character comes online, and reaching level 13 is really quick if you do some XP runs. If you're interested in the XP run, check out my Tour of Duty guide. There's tips in there to basically level up your XP in Escape fast. However, I think most people get bored of Escape mode because they do what I did when I very first installed Gears 5. You put the game on easy, easy mode, maybe advanced at best. You group up with a couple friends, you stay next to each other, you shoot the things that you see, and eventually you escape. And you kind of have this experience where you're like, right, that was kind of cool, but is that it? That wasn't very difficult, it wasn't very fun, and it was a bit of a bland experience. And you find, again, yourself asking that question, is that it? However, as you go up the difficulties in PvE, it is going to ramp up in difficulty, and you're going to have to come up with strategies, moves, playstyles, and combinations, and that's where that appeals to my brain. I really enjoy having to think about play and what to do. So as you can see, the very first run, we sort of just grouped up, we picked up what we found, stayed relatively close together, and got through it. And we were like, okay, the tile set looks pretty cool, visually the map looks pretty cool, there's some wardens, there's some bastions, some drop shots, some mulchers, some wardens, pretty cool, but kind of boring. As you go up the difficulties, you're going to notice a few things. The bastions become a problem, and they become a problem really quick, because they're shielding mulchers and drop shots and buzz kills, sorry, and that's a struggle. Yeah. So eventually we figured out kind of a strategy. We had me finding a drop shot, we had Stotty on bed with a bleed card, and we had Emil bubble shield to tank and effectively melee bleed to be more useful. So our first goal was to figure out how to kill these buzzkill scions, and with Stotty's bleed on bed and my drop shot bleed and my hammerburst headshots, we were able to grab the buzzkills. Now at first we didn't grab the buzzkills, we were dying. However, this is why we ended up grabbing them. As you come out of this area, there's going to be a tunnel, and it's going to be pretty difficult to kill all of the juvies if you don't grab these buzzkills. Also, you need to watch your back, because there's going to be poppers and juvies coming behind you which explode, and poppers in Escape absolutely blow you up. So once you've got through that section, we were like, okay, we've got through that section, excellent, there's some drop shot ammo. Again, explosive ammo, brilliant, it's going to help us out. We've got frag grenades, all kinds of ammo, brilliant. This must be the strategy, lots of explosives, lots of bleed. I think we're on to a winner. Then I noticed there was a torque bow, but I just picked up all the ammo, so I was like, right, next time if I die, I'll remember there's a torque bow there and pick that up first and then grab the ammo. Again, what we did is just chuck grenades, chuck bleed headshots, drop shots, and comfortably made our way out, and again it felt pretty easy. As the difficulties go up and the sort of enemies become tougher to kill, they become harder hitting, there's more modifiers, faster venom means that you have less time to grab stuff. You're going to have stuff like this happen. You're trying to make your way through this tunnel, you're going to get flanked because you haven't had time to grab the buzzkills, you have to have a mad dash. Poppers are coming at you, you're trying to revive each other, the gas is coming in, you're like scrambling, then you head down the second tunnel, then there's a mulcher pincering you, and it's going to become a fest, and you just end up dying. So you've got to remember your strategy and stick with it. So again, we went back, aimed our drop shots, the bleed there you can see ticking down and downing people. This time I grabbed the torque bow, and then I grabbed the explosive ammo. And that was the strategy that we stuck with. Again, what we were doing to get Stotty a sniper was, there's a sniper guy at the very beginning. We were beating him down, giving it to him, and then leaving all of the blue ammo for Stotty, because that's the sniper ammo and the regular ammo, and I was just picking up this red crate ammo. And again, with the extra torque bow ammo and finding that ammo off to the side, we were able to bleed people down really, really comfortably, such as, you know, this. So there's this area off to the right. It also has another fan. When you pull these in this hive, it adds timer to the venom, meaning you have 30 extra seconds, 60 extra seconds, etc., until that venom basically hits and explodes and reaches you. So with that extra time we were finding, we were able to sit back. As always, I'm using my ultimate as frequently as I can, because that just gives ammo to people. It doesn't really give me any explosive ammo, but it's just useful. And you can see that once you've basically killed the stragglers and you're able to tackle the big ones, the bleed torque bows are going to be super useful for killing bastions. And then, because they aren't shielded, the buzzkill scions, the regular guys, are going to be able to be dealt with regular weapons. So you can see this was a lot more comfortable, and we felt like we're onto a winner with that strategy. Drop shots, bleed, Emil, bleed, bubbles. We were well stocked. Even you can see as the doors are ending, I've still got tons of torque bow and drop shot, and yeah, it felt really comfortable, and it felt like that was the strategy, to pull the levers, work your way to the drop shots, the torque bow, and get the sniper up and running to deal with those bastions. And it's always nice to, to escape a hive and feel like your strategy you're doing is working. Because when you first go into it, you don't really have a strategy, you don't really have a sort of method of play, because you're just running through it blind, and it's pretty comfortable. So that was on inconceivable difficulty. Now we're on Masters, and on Masters we just got screwed. Every time these two shotgun guys spawned and pushed us, and we got frustrated. We were having to load. When you die on Masters, you have to wait for this load screen every single time. I don't know why it doesn't just let you restart. You have to go through the menu and everything, and it's really painful. And with it being tougher on the difficulty, you have less ammo, you have to be faster, and we were just getting overrun by all of the juvies that we were previously dealing with like grenades and melee and bullets, and we were just getting overrun, and we figured we needed something different. So this was the actual Masters run, and you can see Stotty ended up leaving. A couple of people had to go to sleep because it was pretty late, and we started the next day, and I thought I'd queue this on my own, and some random people joined, and the setup we had was Lizzie, Lanny, and Keegan. And this time we didn't get any shotgun people spawning. We got a sniper and a drone, I believe. And the difference is, you can sit and restart that until you don't get the shotgun guys, but it takes time, and the whole loading screen is frustrating, and I do wish TC would fix that. But we were struggling with the bleed. We were struggling to get past the first initial push. I'm pretty sure if we were sat there for the rest of our lives and figured out how to beat those first two shotgun guys, and then worked back into our bleed strategy, it would work just a treat. It certainly works for Inconceivable, and I feel like if you can do it on Inconceivable, you can do it on Masters. However, this was a different strategy. So this strategy is wildly different, and it felt a lot more comfortable. There's some clutch stuff coming up in the end of it, but generally it felt a lot more comfortable. So as you know, we were having that problem with being overrun by the juvies. We sort of negated that. So the strategy here is, again, pull this bridge, and then once you've pulled the bridge, you're waiting for it to load up. It's a slow raising bridge, and I was like, right, what's the strategy? Because we weren't in voice comms, and I didn't really know what was going on. Having obviously completed the hive and re-watched this footage, I can now tell you what's going on. Effectively, Lizzie is going to wait for her Silverback ultimate to be available. I don't know if there's cards that make her Silverback last longer or be tankier or her ult come up faster. I haven't played much Lizzie, but I can tell you that's what she's doing. So she's running around and she's legging it to all of the key locations right now, and she's brought back a few treats for us. She's brought back a couple guns, because where she is going, she doesn't need any. So I've got an incendiary grenade, I've got a hammer burst, I've got a retro, and she is now going to run off into the distance and use her ultimate to effectively buy us time. That's what she's going to do. So she's using her ult here, and she's killing all of those juvies that were overrunning us. Now, there will be a few stragglers that get to us, and they're able to cross to us now because that bridge is up. So our job is to deal with the juvies and the extra stragglers that she wasn't able to kill. So we deal with that. And our job's pretty simple now. We wait around, and when that door opens there that's just lit up and flashed up, there's going to be a load of Mulcher Scions, Bastions that are going to destroy you, so you got to be quick. We've also got the gas ticking in. The bottom right hand corner, you're going to see that green gas filling up, and that spinning icon, if you can see that in the bottom right, that's one of the handles you've pulled, as you can see now, and that adds 30 extra seconds to the venom. So adds 30 extra seconds that basically allows this bridge to come up and the gas to not kill us. So we have Lanny, Lizzie, Keegan, and what she is going to do now, Lanny, is she's going to get the drop shot. So she goes to get the drop shot, and I didn't really know what was going on because we weren't in voice comms. These were just random players I was playing with. So I thought, right, the bridge is up. I should go and open up this door, and we'll be good. I shouldn't have done that. I think on second thoughts, what I should have done is got the drop shot earlier and then ran back, and then me and Lanny run across together, and then the Scion will spawn, and then we can get through. However, I've kind of made it difficult now because she's going to have to bring that drop shot to me and get past those Bastions and Mulchers that have just spawned. So I didn't know what was going on. I was kind of like, right, what's happening? This whole time, she's still in the gas, Lizzie. She's still on her Scion. She's still killing things, killing juvies, clutching it up. So that's kind of the main job. That's basically the main role of this first section is someone deal with all of the crap whilst one person escapes. Because if one person is alive in the checkpoint, these two people will respawn. Even though it's on Masters, I thought that basically if someone dies, they're dead forever, and I would continue the next section on my own. But actually, as long as if one person's alive, they will respawn in this checkpoint room. So Neon here, or should I say Lanny, has carried the drop shot to me, and I was like, right, should I revive him? Because ideally I should revive him, but I wasn't sure what was out there. I didn't want to just open the door and get instantly Scion killed. So I asked him in chat, I was like, yo, can I revive you? Weren't exactly sure if he could even see the text chat, but he died and it pinged that there was a drop shot, and then I was like, oh, that's what he did. So you can see the hero play. He ran all the way through that gas and then brought me a drop shot. So, what a hero. So that's kind of the play. So Lizzie is going to hold up the juvies around that corner with her ult, and then you probably should go and get the drop shot and then run back. Don't be like me and stand there and have somebody carry it to you. But yeah, that went really well. So obviously now we're going to have that whole issue of what the hell do we do? So I don't need any of these guns because I don't really do any damage, so I just drop them. So if you want to know how to drop weapons, you just press the button that the weapon is on. So I held the number 2 key, or you can hold like left D-pad and it will drop the weapon. Sometimes you have to press it twice and hold it. It's a bit weird. But yeah, we're all alive, and as you can see, we're all ready to go again. So my character, his ult is basically ammo regen, and that's it. At the moment, I don't have the ultimate card that heals people when I ult, so I was a little bit weak. I was like a level 14 character, or 15 I think. I can see a long shot, and I don't have any of the guns, so I just pick it up. Why not? And then I head into the next supply room. Yeah, I head into the next supply room and realise, alright, well, there's torp bows, there's drop shots, there's ammo. I should probably take that and then give the sniper to someone more useful. So this is where effectively I become a bit useless, and it's up to these two to kind of carry me through. The idea behind this section is obviously really bloody simple. I'm just going to shoot everything I can do with bleed, be it a warden, be it a mulcher, be it a bastion, and just try and do as much damage as I can and drop my ultimate to give Lanny or Lizzie ammo when I can do. So yeah, trying to stick the warden, put some bleed on it, but for some reason every time I aimed the torque bow it wasn't shooting, it was letting go. I don't know why that was happening, but yeah. So that's it really. This is the very first part of the strategy. You're going to effectively fire off your bleed drop shots and just try to survive as best you can. On this level of difficulty, you're going to get downed instantly, and anyone can be downed instantly, so it's always best just to have one guy be ready to revive. And because I'm kind of useless, I thought I'd push out and throw a flame grenade. And the reason I pushed out there was I'm pretty safe to be revived. We're in a room we haven't been collapsed on yet. So these elite drones have claws, and if you've ever played Horde on Masters or Escape on Masters, with the extra stopping power, these claw guys can just completely hold you up for eternity. So be careful with those. I've got no ammo, so I decided to push with Lizzie just in case she needed a revive, but she executed him. No, Lanny there just picked up the breaker mace from the warden we killed. That's a big important point. You've got to grab that breaker mace if you're the Lanny player, as that's just going to allow you to deal with enemies later on. So I just take the mulcher because there's nothing else for me to pick up, and I may as well grab it. And we make our way to the next room. It's pretty simple. We're just going to rinse, repeat the same thing. I'm going to try revive people and deal damage. And I'm looking for an explosive crate because obviously I've got torque bow and drop shot, but no real ammo. We get instantly beamed by an elite drone. So I back off. You can always just crawl, and what you should do is you should crawl back. Then the person can revive you whilst in cover, and they don't have to expose themselves. But you can see here why it's important she picks up the breaker mace. I think she even ults there, and that allows her to attack really quickly, and she can deal a ton of damage and deal with drop shot scions and mulcher scions. So again, an example here, just let her crawl to you. There's no need to go out in cover. Just revive her while sat in cover, and I'm going to go for that drop shot I see on the floor. For some reason, the damn game picks up the mulcher and not the drop shot, but, you know, I get downed. However, I don't back off this time because I kind of want the drop shot, so I just end up backing off and then re-going for it, because I was like, I need it, I need that drop shot, or otherwise I'm just going to be kind of useless. This section's like, I would say, the hardest section, because you're completely pinned down by claws. You can't really move, and the gas is coming in. So this is probably, I would say, the toughest section of the hive. Again, I'm just gonna try keep them revived, keep them healthy. That's all I can do. Firing off bleed when I can, and when the gas gets like this, you just kind of have to make a push for it. So we all just steam through. You know, Lanny's gonna turn on that guy. That worked out pretty well. I tanked all of the bullets but didn't go down, and then Lanny could spin on him. So that's kind of the the strat, if I can call it a strat. This is more of a showcase of how we did it. Coming up next, again, firing off drop shots, and in the sort of panic of getting relentlessly one shot downed and trying to stay alive to revive people, I completely forgot I had a torque bow. So right now I have a torque bow with 6 ammo. I highly recommend, if you have a torque bow with 6 ammo, using the damn gun, not being like me and using your pistol. But I was like, okay, these guys are doing really, really well. I want to keep them alive. So I just pushed down with Lizzie. I was like, there's a drop shot as well. Gonna push down with Lizzie. And we get ourselves in this room. Now this is exactly where I should be using the torque bow, and it would have made everything 10 times easier. So right now, if I was firing off this torque bow onto this warden, we probably wouldn't have got in this mess. However, we end up in this mess. So I realised, let's tuck into this right hand side and drop my ult. And then this gives us, you know, 4 or 5 seconds to maybe grab a little bit of extra ammo before the absolute
You look like you take more damage.
brace yourself happens, pretty much. 2 of us are going down. That means Lanny needs to revive us. So we're crawling back. Mulchers are coming in. Wardens are coming in. He up A revives me, and I pull back to try buy some time. I dodge that slam and then go for the revive. We're going to chain revive each other, all spamming the revive button as best we can. Lanny rolls out of the way, and it's back to square one. So he's going to climb over the block, just like I did, and dodge that animation, and he's going to revive me. And the gas is coming in, and I'm like, it's time to go. So I tried to put some distance between myself to get the enemies to shoot me, and luckily I got around the corner. That dragged a drone or two towards me. Lanny's down, and we can't afford to have her get executed. So, not really sure what the play is here. I only thought Lanny was down, so I was shooting this warden. I was like, alright, I'll kill the warden, and I'll give Lanny the breaker mace. Then I realised my teammate was down, so I'd scramble and revive. Again, Lizzie then uses a silverback as it just comes online. But because we both went down, she's going to have to hop out and revive. And I'm going to have to leg it because the gas is coming in and I was already low. So I'm going to leg it and pray these two survive. So the key play here was literally always revive, use your bleed taunt bows, and make sure you pick up those breaker maces, because that with Lanny's ult is super useful. There is a weapons locker back there, but I didn't think I needed it because, surprise surprise, this man's still got 5 taunt bows because he completely forgot about them. But that was the escape. So it was all melee, it was all revive, it was all buying time. And I don't know if that's a strategy, I don't know how you do that hive, but that was very well played by those two. And they also got some skins, because we ended up obviously as a top 1% for doing it on Masters. So as always, if you've enjoyed this content and you want to support, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. If you want to go a step further, there are direct links like PayPal, or basically Streamlabs, so it appears on stream when I stream at twitch.tv/GGZII. If you want to support the stream, you can subscribe. That's the best way as well to support me. Twitch Primes are usually free. Check if you've got one and throw it my way if you enjoy the content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.